Hi, I'm Owen from Kid Sports Studios. Today I'm going to be going over my top 10 predictions, and these predictions are going to be for NFL regular season records. These are going to be my top 10 teams. I'm going to talk about who some of their superstars are, how hard their schedules will be, what their hardest game is, and a bunch of other good stuff. So, let's get started. At number 10, coming off an 8-8 season in 2019, is the Chicago Bears. They had a pretty good season last year, losing a couple hard games though. You look at some of their playmakers. Well, there's Tariq Cohen and Khalil Mack. Tariq Cohen is a small but fast and explosive running back. Khalil Mack is a sack machine. Their final record will be 8-8. Their hardest game will be against the Saints, but they do have home field advantage. At number 9, the Buffalo Bills. Going 10-6 in 2019, they may have lost in the wild card round against the Texans, but they were still a good team last year. Once again, they're a young team, but have good players. Now, when you think of some of the best Bills players, they're young, right? I mean, there's Josh Allen, Tre'Davious White, Devin Singletary, Ed Oliver. So they're still a young team, but I think they have lots of potential. Their hardest game will be against the Chiefs, and their final record, just like the Texans, will be 8-8. At number 8, the Houston Texans. Coming off a 10-6 season in 2019, they made it to the divisional round but lost to the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, they're a great team with great players. Dropping a little bit with the loss of DeAndre Hopkins, but they still have Deshaun Watson, J.J. Watt, Zach Cunningham, Bradley Roby, and a bunch of other good guys. Their final record will be 9-7, and their hardest game, Chiefs and Ravens. They'll be 9-7. They will drop by one game, but they will still have the AFC wild card, I think. At number 7, the Tennessee Titans. Going 9-7 in 2019, making it all the way to the AFC Championship round. This team has lots of potential. Ryan Tannehill probably can show a little more potential than he did last year. Derrick Henry's probably showing it to the max. But a lot of other players on that team who can still show lots of potential. Their final record will be 10-6. So they'll still have the AFC wild card at least, I think. And their hardest game will be at the Ravens Field in Baltimore, Maryland. At number 6, going 7-9 in 2019, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, the Bucs pick up Brady and Gronk. This is a big pickup for the Buccaneers for many reasons. Well, Brady is a great quarterback, one of the best of all time, top 3. And Gronk is a great tight end. So it's perfect to have Brady and Gronk back together. They're a great duo, and that gives Chris Godwin and Mike Evans, big receivers for the Buccaneers, more chances than they did last year to score touchdowns. And that's what they want. Final record, 10-6. With the add-on of Brady and Gronk, I think they will be able to make it into the NFC wildcard round this year. And their hardest game will be against the Chiefs. At number 5 is the Minnesota Vikings. Going 10-6 in 2019, they made it to the NFC divisional round, but lost to the San Francisco 49ers. They're big playmakers. Dalvin Cook, Kirk Cousins, Harrison Smith. They have more, but that's all I put on the list. But you think of those players. Dalvin Cook, he's a top running back. Kirk Cousins, top quarterback. Harrison Smith, top safety. They're all great players and at least top 10 currently in the position that they play. Their final record will be 10-6. The same as last year. They stay even and don't drop a game. Their hardest game, though, will be against the Saints. At number 4, the New Orleans Saints. Going 13-3 in 2019, the New Orleans Saints are a great team, and they're stacked with superstars. Alvin Kamara, Drew Brees, Marshawn Lattimore, Cameron Jordan, Michael Thomas, and so many others. Their final record will be 11-5. They'll still do pretty good, drop by 2 games from last year, but I think they'll still have a great season. And their hardest game will be against the Chiefs. At number 3, 14-2 in 2019, the Baltimore Ravens. They went on a big winning streak, and that's what they did to get them in the AFC divisional round to start out with. Even though losing to the Tennessee Titans, the Ravens are still a good team. Defense will lead the way. Offense as well, but when it comes to the Ravens and that smash mouth defense that they run, I think they are unstoppable on defense. And big playmakers like Earl Thomas, Marcus Peters, Matthew Judon, the pickup of Calais Campbell from the Jags will make a big difference. Their final record will be at 12-4, and their hardest game will be against the Chiefs. At number 2, the Seattle Seahawks, going 11-5 in 2019. The Seahawks are a great team with great potential. They still have more to show, though. Russell Wilson, he'll come back for more. May not have done all he could last year, but I think he'll do much better in this year's season. And their final record being 13-3. And when you think about it, Wilson still has star receiver Tyler Lockett and running backs like Chris Carson and Rashad Penny to help him out in the backfield. And when you look at their defensive players, well, they've got Bobby Wagner, who's an explosive linebacker, Shaquille Griffin, and Poona Ford. They have great players on that defense that I really think can make a difference in that Seattle team. Their final record will be 13-3, and their hardest game against the Vikings. At number 1, you guessed it, the Kansas City Chiefs won the Super Bowl last year. They're Super Bowl champions. They are stacked with great players, and I think that will do really good this year for them. They only went 12-4 in 2019. Offense and defense will lead the way for this team, though. Patrick Mahomes, Damian Williams, Sammy Watkins, Tyreek Hill, and so many other great players on that offensive team. Also, who do they have on their defense? Well, they have Tyrann Mathieu, who's a great safety, Chris Smith at the defensive line, who leads that, and then at cornerbacks, they have Rashad Breeland, who's another explosive cornerback. They have Super Bowl hopes again. They will definitely at least go to the Super Bowl. If not Super Bowl, AFC Championship. It's not possible for them to lose in the divisional round. They're too good of a team. Their final record will be 15-1. They would have gone 16-0, but that hasn't happened since 1972, and I don't think it's happening again for a while. And their hardest game will be against the Saints. Anyway, that about wraps up the video here. Thank you all for watching. If you like this video, consider dropping a like, and if you like it even more, please consider subscribing. I'm Owen Stiltner from Kids Sports Studios. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!